Hello friends, Ashton here. So in this video, I'd like to introduce a new feature for Wrapify. And in this add-on, we just released this new feature for newsletters. Okay, so basically this is a tool for you to insert some post to your Google Documents to help you to write your newsletters a little bit easier. And you can basically subscribe a list of RSS links, and then this tool is going to fetch the latest post from all of these links, and then you can use it anywhere in your Google Documents or Google Sheets. Okay, so let me just give you a very quick demo with document first. So right now I'm in a document, and I already have the sidebar open, so you can go to extensions, Wrapify, and newsletter. Then it's going to open the sidebar for you. And if this is the first time for you to use it, so you won't see any post here. Let me just close the sidebar and try it again. So by default, there is no, because it didn't save any RSS link for the tool to use. So you won't see any links here or any feeds here on the home page. And so in this page you can add the first link if you want. Like for example, I'd like to give you a very quick demo. So you can have three options. You can have a normal RSS link. So let me just bring one here. This is a subscription to my blogger. So I copy this link, and I can go back to this. So I can say the source name is Automate the Boring. If you want to add any name you want, and then you can have some filters here. You can say I'd like to only fetch the latest three posts, or you can only fetch the post if there are any new posts in the 24 hours or 3 days, 7 days if you want. So I'd like to show you the latest 5 posts from this blog, and I'd like to add it. So when we have this added, if the link is right, and basically if everything is working fine, so you get this added. And if you go back to the feeds, so you can see here we have the latest 5 posts. Some of them very old ones, but I get the latest 5 posts from my blog. And we have 3 views, so you can sort them by the date, the publication day, and you can sort them by if we have multiple sources, so you can have them grouped by the source, so you can easily pick from. And the last one is basically all of them. There is no group for them. And how can we use them? Actually, before we use them, I'd like to show you another way to add these RSS links. So you can have this option to import the RSS links from a spreadsheet. So let me just try this one. And for the first time, you won't have a template. So here we made a template you can copy from. Okay, so try this link, and then because I already have this, I have access to this one, so I can just go directly to this link. And we're going to copy this link, because I have some RS link here in this spreadsheet as a template for you. And then I can go back to the import sidebar and paste the link. And if I want to remove the old ones, I can have this checked. Then you're going to import the latest one and remove any saved ones. Basically the old ones I just added for my own blogger there, right? So I can do that. I can have a refresh, import and delete the old ones. And then it's going to take a while, and it's going to add all of them to this list for you. And also I think they're going to fetch the latest the post from all of these sources. So you will see here we have some news here, and we have some from yesterday, and the old ones are like grouped like this. And you will see the sources here, and then you will see them grouped by this source, right? So and all. Here there is no group, okay, just from the date latest one to the oldest one. Okay, so let's talk about how can we use it. So basically in this home page here, you can pick any post you are interested, you want to use them, you want to insert into this document, so you can select them. So once we have some selected, you will see here this icon or this button here is now active. So insert selected post. So I can click on this button, and then we have this view or this form here. You can do some basic style to the items you want to insert. So the first here is basically the selected post you have from the sidebar. You already did that, and then you can move them around if you want. If you want to, maybe I want to push this up, so I want to put this at the first place. So you can adjust the orders if you want. And then you have two options to insert them. You can either insert them as a list of items, or you can insert them as a table, okay? So I think for the most of the time we are inserting them as a list. And if we are insert them as a list, so we can put a hyperlink either on the title of this post, or we can insert a source name and put a hyperlink on the source name. And the last one is the link. So basically the only difference between this link and the source is we replace the source name by the word link. So let me just show you here. So let's first try the title. And the basic style, you can see I can make it bold. And the list style, so it's a numbered, the bullet, so you can use any of this. So let's just try this dot here. And the line spacing, by default is this default spacing. So if I'm trying to use 1.5, so I'm click on OK, and then going to insert them as a list item like this to your Google Documents. And then I can do something different. So source, and this time italic, and maybe a square like this, maybe single line. So you will see here right now the hyperlink is on this source, right? And the last one I'd like to try here is using the link. So I'm trying to link, so you will see the difference. So this is link. So basically it's replacing the source name with link, the word link. So everything is basically like this. So that's basically how we can use it in Google Documents. And table, so if you prefer to use a table view, so you can do that too. So I'm trying to insert a table. So when we insert a table, we're losing the other formatting tools and just insert a basic table for you. So you need to adjust maybe the column width, height, font, anything you want to. If the column you don't need it, you can delete it, right? And we have a date here for the time, the publication date. So this is inserting as a table. And that's basically all the features we have for this new feature for newsletter. And in Google Sheets, we are having very similar features. So I go to Wrapify and newsletter. So it's going to read the same source. So the source is saved by user. So once the source is saved, it's going to be available for all your Google Docs and Google Sheets. And it's going to take a while to load. So you will see here we have the same source, right? And the source is the same, and we have the date, all the posts here. And in Google Sheets, you can do the similar thing. So let me try it here. So I'd like to insert some post to the Google Sheets. And if we're doing the list item, so I think we just don't have that options for the formatting because it's a little bit different in Google Sheets and Google Docs. So here, if we are using list, and you can just choose where to hyperlink this post. So I'm trying to source and list, and it's going to insert them by cell. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. And this is basically the source hyperlink, And the table view, you can do table view. So if I'm trying to insert them as a table, and it's going to output them like this. So this is like the raw data you can insert into your Google Sheets. And this is quite flexible if you're using Google Sheets because every single value is in a cell. So that means this can be used as a source, and you can use formulas to do something different if you want. If you want to customize it, sort it, anything, filter it, anything you can do, right? So this is basically how we can use it in Google Sheets, very similar in Google Docs. And the last thing I'd like to highlight is this refresh button here. So to save some, efficiency, performance, we are basically when we fetch all of these posts, they are cached in our backend. So that means when you have them imported, they're going to fetch the post and it's going to cache them for 6 hours. And if you don't click this button, that means this is from maybe this post, they are not from the latest one. It's not the latest fetch from all of these servers, right? And if you believe you have some new post or new feeds, you can force them to refresh. So you can use this refresh button, then it's going to get the latest one from all of these links. It's basically to save some resource. So we don't have to refresh them every single time you open the sidebar. And I think for most of the case, we don't have to refresh them very often, right? So maybe 1 hour, maybe you basically, that's just a note for you. We cache them for 6 hours. So I think for most of the people, they're just doing this maybe once a day or something like that. Okay? So I think that's all about this new feature. And let me know if you have any questions or any ideas or improvements for this new feature. And I think that's it for this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.